Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to another episode of the Ocarina of Time Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we just made a return back here into the Goron City. This is where Dodongo's Cavern is going to be, so we're just going to have to go and blow up the entranceway, just so that we can go and do some dungeon exploring around within here for our time. Now, if you guys don't know, this is where the second of the spiritual stones are going to be. We already went and picked up with the Kokiri's Emerald, but this is where the Goron's Ruby is going to be happening. Now, we're not going to go and try to grab with the Goron's Ruby here within this episode. That will happen within the next one that happens a little bit afterwards. But for right now, I do have a list of different things that I do want to go and try to at least get ourselves accomplished within our time here for today. And that is, of course, going to be going and battling out with the different phases of the Lizalfos, which I will be going to talk to you guys about when we go and start heading on into the dungeon here. Also go and try to pick up with the gold sculptures as Young Link. I know that there is going to be a time where we do have to go return back here to Dodongo's Cavern when we are Adult Link to go and try to pick up with the rest of the other different gold sculptures, because I know that there's a spot that we do need the Scarecrow song, and I believe we also do need the hook shot for that as well to pick up on one of the special ones, which I will try to at least try to pinpoint out where that location is going to be some point around over here in the area of Dodongo's Cavern. Not only that, but we are going to go and try to pick up with the bomb bag as well, just so that we can at least go and have that bomb bag with us, so that we can be able to go and pick up on the different bombs and use those as other little certain side things within our way of more exploration around within the Hyrule field, or even doing some other things such as like other mini games that's going to happen a little bit later on. Now, I know that I just went and just talked to you guys about with the Lizalfos, and there is like two different phases here, so I'll kind of go and talk to you guys about my experience within the Lizalfos. And let me just go and say this right now: Lizalfos are not going to be your favorite enemy within this game at all whatsoever, or even any other type of Zelda game for that matter as well too, because those guys are just ferociously annoying. Even in Tears of the Kingdom, I still have a problem with those Lizalfos, because if you guys do remember, we had to go and head to that one area in Tears of the Kingdom where it was like near that I want to say where like the Zora's domain was going to be at, and I think if you just head over into like that, I want to say it's known as like Dracozo Lake type of area, a little bit further away into where like the Zora's domain is going to be at, to go and try to pick up with that charge suit and stuff. There's a whole bunch of those Lizalfos out there, and they are just super annoying. And even if you want to go and try to dodge around them or anything of that type of nature, they will swim right up to you, and they will just start like trying to attack at any type of given point that happens. Now, this is literally what's going to be happening when we go and start meeting up with the Lizalfos as well too, because the first phase of the Lizalfos is not as too bad as it should be, but you want to be a little bit careful, because there is going to be some lava pits around. There's also going to be some platform jumping that you also have to do. So I do recommend that before you actually do like anything around over here, and even trying to cross on into the Dodongo's Cavern, is that you want to make sure that you at least pick up with quite a bit of Deku nuts. You should be able to go and hopefully find them around within some of the trees. You should be able to go and probably head back to the Deku tree anyways, which I believe is always open to you. I don't think you ever have a chance where it's like going to be completely blocked off for any type of apparent reason. But if you ever want to go and head back to the Deku tree, you should be able to go and find some extra Deku nuts around over there, because just with those Lizalfos, you may probably want to go and keep those Deku nuts there, because it's a perfect type of stunning mechanism for those guys, and you don't have to really worry about having them to just constantly jump back and forth. But then, not only that is just the first phase. After once you go and take care of those Lizalfos, now you have a second phase, which that happens in the second area, a little bit further up at top of the Dodongo's Cavern, and that's when things get really freaking annoying. And let me just say that there's like, I think, a little bit of some different fire pits that happen around, so just like the first time around. But not only that, but there is a little bit of some falling holes that you want to be very careful around within that area as well too, because that currently happened to me, I think, during the time of the episode, and I kind of had to do a little bit of a quick edit to kind of get myself all the way back up there. But yeah, even if you do go and fall off the side when you're doing like the second phase with the Lizalfos, you do have to go and rematch the two Lizalfos again. Even though that you went and knocked out with one, you do have to go and redo it again, which is not fun at all whatsoever. But we got ourselves with some mini Dodongos. Mini Dodongos are somewhat pretty nice around over here. This is where you can actually go and find one of the special gold sculptures right in this way, and we got ourselves with the introduction into some of the keys. Now these are basically bats, if you guys don't know. These guys have been a staple in Legend of Zelda for like quite a while, ever since like the first game, so you guys should at least know what keys are well, basically all about. You got fire keys, ice keys. I know that we're going to be seeing ice keys a little bit later on when we start heading into the actual Zora domain area. I don't know if we have to do that as as adult Link at some point, because I don't think I don't think we could actually go and head into the ice cavern around over here, because like I don't think young Link can actually be able to go and do anything around within that type of way just yet. But we also got ourselves with some Armoses. These are just the regular normal statues for right now. We are going to be meeting up with the more annoying ones that happen a little bit later on. And you guys may probably see within the episode that I have totally forgot about how Armoses actually work, and I thought that I was gonna kind of have to be playing around a little bit like Wind Waker, where you kind of have to like hit them from the back and then they kind of like take damage from there. But no, here in Ocarina of Time, you actually have to throw quite a bit of bombs at them, and I believe you actually have to go and stun one of them first with a bomb, but then also go and throw down another bomb afterwards, and that should at least go and hopefully do quite a significant amount of damage later. Which then that will go and get them destroyed, and then you can be able to go and move on into from that one part of the room. Now here is the first phase of Lizalfos. Make sure that you do have Deku Nuts with you. I'm going to try and do that as well while I'm here, and that's a good idea that Prox went and decided to do this, because I do have 15 Deku Nuts. Now, also as well, even if you try to at least try to get enough hits onto these guys, they will find a way to go and literally hit you at any given point in time. So I would just say just keep on hitting with all your might, because like even if you try to like be like I want to say at least like somewhat like pretty cool, try to like go and do like some epic style type of hits, it's still not going to really work, because like these guys are just like absolutely just annoying around over here. And even if you want to go and do one hit, they will go and literally jump from the other side, and then also make you cause yourself to go and fall right into the actual pit itself, which is just not good. This is why I literally despise Lizalfos till this day, ever since I played through Ocarina of Time. And there's going to be plenty more times where we're going to be seeing these Lizalfoses. So if you're just wondering about like, oh, well, is this just going to be the only time that we're going to be seeing an actual Lizalfos here, Prox? No. There's plenty more amount of times where we're going to be seeing a Lizalfos. I'm pretty certain, I think during the time of like Ganon's castle, we're going to have to go and see through that, I believe, as well. And I think there's also some Lizalfoses that happen, I think, even in the Spirit Temple as well, too. I think one of the other current temples, I think, for where the Gerudo's place is going to be at. So yeah, they're going to be pretty common around over there as well, too. So you want to probably stock up on more Deku Nuts later on. But yeah, here it is. Here are the keys again. They're back once more. But again, normally keys normally drops rupees, or they actually drop hearts. And they're also pretty nice around within there. But unfortunately, it seems like I had to go and do a little bit of some backtracking, because I think I went out the wrong entire way. Now, also mind with you guys is that also here at Dodongo's Cavern is a little bit of a backtracking area, because there is sometimes around here within this area where you kind of have to do some backtracking back and forth. So you may probably get yourself lost in the process, and I was trying to remind myself how this whole entire dungeon works, because I do know it, like, in the back of my head. It's just that, like, when you go about with those Lizalfoses, they kind of, like, switch the camera on you, so you don't exactly know where the other door just opened up from behind you, so you normally kind of think that, like, oh, I just saw that door just open up, but then you walk through, like, the exact same way that you just went and headed on into it. But heading on over here, though, there is another one of these bombable walls. You may probably want to go and blow this up. Now, if you don't really have any type of Deku sticks or anything of that type of nature, you may probably want to go and speak on over here to the handy dandy Mr. Deku Scrub that's going to be here. Now, normally you would have to go and pay him some rupees. He'll give you some Deku sticks for it, and technically, like, all that you really do need here for this area is that you do need a Deku stick, but you just need to go and just light up the torches. But there is a little bit of a caveat that's good, or I should say not really a caveat, but more so of like a situation type of puzzle that's going to happen as well within the area, and we're going to have to go and actually fight the actual normal sized Dodongos here. Now, Dodongos in this game are really weird. I don't know why they ever changed it around. Originally, before, back in the original Legend of Zelda game, they used to be like a Triceratops Rex, or not Triceratops Rex, I think a Triceratops. Wow, why did I say Triceratops Rex? I think that's like the wrong type of game. I think I'm probably talking about more about with more of Mother 3, but yeah, they used to be like a Triceratops, I believe. And I don't know why they ever decided to go and chase that out, because like the Triceratops actual type of look-alike of Dodongos actually look really cool. And for some reason they just made them into like this type of weird design, and we're going to be seeing a much bigger form of that, of the big King Dodongo that's going to be around over here as the actual boss. Now, I believe bombs actually just work on them if you just go and throw it onto them, and they should just be able to just go and get demolished right away. Over here, I went and used the fire stick, so I went and opened up with all the different torches here, but we are going to have to go and defeat off with the other different Dodongos that are going to be around within this way. Now, I thought that here in this area in particular is that you can actually get yourself a hidden chest by knocking out with all these Dodongos, but I guess I was wrong. Because I thought, like, in the randomizer, when I went and played through this game, is that there was, like, a hidden rupee chest or something that you could go and pick up, but I guess I was wrong. But either way, we went in already destroyed it with that Dodongo. Don't really want to go and spend and sit around where that guy's going to be, because he will blow up as well, just like the baby Dodongos. So we're just going to go and open up with this door and keep on heading down, and there is going to be a switch here for us, which that will be very nice. So if you guys remember before, there was that little entrance, or well, that was that little way right around here where we couldn't really go and jump onto it, because that would just make things way too easy than it actually had to be. But it was a little bit more in height for young Link to even go and try to jump up anyways. But since we just went around in a big, huge, gigantic circle, or I should say semicircle around within that area, we just made a full rotation around and reached on over to where that switch was. And now we could go and head back over here into this direction of this area and now start reaching our way over to where the door is going to be. Now we're just going to go and head out through this way. And this is where a cool, awesome part kind of happens around. And this is where you want to make sure that you go and throw down a bomb here. And I believe it will go simultaneously and hit all the other different bombs. And you can actually be able to make the stairs actually fall all the way down. Now, I believe if you actually decide to actually leave on out of the area, I think, unfortunately, I don't know if the stairs will actually kind of replace itself back to its original state or something, but yeah, I can't really remember exactly if it's like permanent or not. But I'm just going to try to check around over here for a little bit, try to make sure if I did not miss anything. But it's really cool that you can actually wear masks here into like different dungeons and whatnot. I think what I'm going to do is that I have something planned for this reboot series, which I don't think I've ever done before. And that is like every dungeon that I go into, I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to wear a different mask every time that we go and head on into a brand new area. Now, this is where that annoying Armos happened, because I forgot about how Armos even worked, and yeah, I'm never going to hear that annoying beeping sound for a little while. Unfortunately, we're not doing a randomizer, so unfortunately, we're not going to be hearing any other type of sound effect that's going to happen from from the annoying beeping sound. So unfortunately, you guys kind of have to hear that for a little bit. I think that goes on for like quite a bit of some time, actually, because I know that there was another phase that kind of happened with everything here happening with the beeping. But yeah, if you only hit one side, everything goes and destroys out from one side, but you won't be able to go and do the other one because it has to be simultaneously with all together with each other. So this is gonna probably take a minute or so, and I don't know if I want to do any editing around over here, so we kind of may have to go and kind of see me have to toss over this here for a few times. So yeah, you want to make sure that you actually hit right into the middle of that actual step right there, because you want to make sure that you actually get it on the perfect spot, because if you don't do it, then you're going to keep on running into the same exact problem over and over again. But there you go, that should actually work just fine. Now it went and hit all the different stuff. Now we got ourselves with the stairs finally now down and lowered. Now this is where another Gold Skulltula is going to go in and make its appearance, and I will be showing you guys exactly where this Gold Skulltula is going to be. It shouldn't really be all that too hard, because once you go and start climbing all the way up into the next floor, you should be able to see where the Gold Skulltula is going to be anyways. It's going to be right next to a regular normal Skulltula from there. Now, basically, that great Deku tree that we went and saw from before with the other missing Gold Skulltula, there was like another one of those skulls like just kind of sitting on that spider web, kind of like what we're gonna be seeing right now when we go and meet up where that well, to where that location is gonna be as well too. Now you can get yourself with 20 rupees, and now we're finally all the way up to 99 rupees. That is our max item, or max wallet I should say, here for our beginner wallet. We will be getting like adult wallets and bigger wallets and all of that other type of nature a little bit later on. So, but for right now, we can't really go and do it at this point in time. We'll have to wait a little bit until that happens. But there we go. Got ourselves with another gold skull. So let's go and keep on moving down from here. I'm trying to remember what like the next mask is going to be, because I think, is it like the next mask that I have to go and pick up is probably the one for the graveyard kid, I think. I'm pretty certain I think it's for a top-based kid that we have to go and probably take that over towards 2 with. And I'll use that mask for when we go and head into the next area. I don't know what the heck happened there. You guys just saw a little bit of like a first-person view aspect of Link there for a sec. Kind of like glitched out there or something. But here in this area, you want to be a little bit careful because there is actual Armoses here, but you want to go and pull on the one that actually is not the one that is well, the one that is going to be somewhat fake here, and that's going to be right next to the ladder. But what we're going to go and do here is open up the door now, and I think this should lead us to another main part. Yes, okay, so right now we don't really have, oh yeah, and of course unfortunately as well too, if you have the Kokiri shield with you, it will burn away, and then you have to go and pay out another 40 rupees to go and get yourself with another Kokiri shield, and I have to go and do that anyways just so I can get myself the full completion of the different items that we're going to be picking up, because it just feels really weird if I don't have a Kokiri shield with me. But yes, this area we'll have to go and make a return back over here too. We'll do that later. After once we get ourselves with the D2 or other pillar that's going to open up later. And then that will be able to take us right back to where we last were. Because once we get ourselves with the bomb bags and everything of that type of nature, we can just go and just start throwing the bombs all the way around. And we should be able to go and plop them into the Dodongo statue eyes. And that will be able to go and open up with the actual door to the actual boss that's going to be there. Now, around over here this way is kind of annoying, so just be very careful with the different annoying type of, like, weird spike gear things that are going to be showing up around. Over this way, this is where you have to go and blow up with the next entranceway that's going to be here. I'll be showing that off to you guys right here. Now, if you go and pull this block out of the way, there is an extra recovery heart that you can go and pick up. I thought there was actually a gold sculpture around over in that way before. But I guess I was wrong. There's no gold sculpture around within there. But, however, what we're going to go and do now is to go and pull this block all the way over here into this particular spot. Just go and jump up top here. And now we're just going to have to go and try our bomb skills once more. But there is a little bit of an extra mini chest. Yep, extra red rupee if you ever do need it. Again, we already have enough rupees in our disposal anyways, but we'll probably use that money to our advantage at some point, right? Because we do have to go and head back to the castle town, the Hyrule Castle town area, just so that we can be able to go and do all the mini games that we want to go and do. Now, this part right here is like really annoying, so what I would normally kind of go and do is that I would just wait a little bit, wait until like the bomb kind of like just starts like flickering on and off, and then just go and decide to like just, well, not really go and do that, but at least go and try to throw the bomb while it's like flashing as like quickly as possible, and then go and do it. Because like just trying to do it just normally, it's not going to really go and work as often. So we're going to try it out another time, so hopefully this is going to work. Just gonna check and see what our time is like, because this episode is a little bit nicer compared to Yokai Watch 4 for the 2 videos for today. If you guys don't know exactly what that's gonna be happening, that video was actually I want to say somewhat much shorter than what this episode was all about. So now what we're gonna go and decide to do is that we're gonna go and push this block all the way back to its normal position here, and gonna go and take the ladder all the way up. And then we could go and head on into this way now. Now, this area here is that you want to be a little bit careful about, is that you want to make sure that you go and hit the eyeball there, and that will go and dissipate that fire. And then we can just go and kind of make our jump ahead. I think there's going to be quite a few times that this will actually happen. Yeah, if you saw that little edit right there, that was just because I wanted to just do a little bit of some side exploring just to see if there was any type of sculptures that I missed. I didn't really miss on anything, but here is the battle. Okay, so this is the second phase right now. Now this part is going to get really annoying, so just be careful about where you fall, because there is some lava that's around, and there's also going to be some falling holes as well, which that will take you right back to the first floor. Now, that is actually going to be more located into where those recovery carts are at. And I just want to say, you want to make sure that you have those recovery carts with you, just so that you can at least go and pick those up, just so that you can at least be somewhat fine here. So yeah, so I'm just going to keep on getting myself hit by that annoying lava. Okay, here we go. That should at least kind of work, right? Come on. There we go, nice. Just go and hit with the stun lock there, and finally Lizalfos is gone. After a little bit of some time, however. Let's go ahead and try to pick up with that. Oh, there we go, now we got it. Thank goodness. Now, I believe that door actually takes us into the actual correcting way of our time. And I think I kind of got myself a little bit lost because I didn't know if that was like the actual door or not, which I kind of do now know that this door is the correcting way. But I thought that this kind of felt like almost a little bit like deja vu here. Because there's two different ways that literally have the fire that happens around here, right? Well, those have the mini Dodongos, so I don't think we want to be here. No. I'm pretty sure that was not the way. I don't think so, right? Yeah, so after that annoying little stint that happened there. Oh my god, I'm almost about to like get myself a game over, which that's not fun. So let's keep on moving from here, though, because this is the correcting area. Have to go and hit the eyeball there. Now, there's also another eyeball switch just right along over to the left-hand side. This is where you want to go and do this as quickly as you can before the fire comes back. And there you go. Not going to really worry about over here. I don't think there's anything too important anyways into that direction, so we're okay. Keep on jumping as quickly as we can. And also, too, you want to make sure before you actually go and keep on moving else any much further here, because I know there's quite a bit of other things to go and do. We're going to go and pick up with the bomb bag first. So we're going to go and do that. And there we go. And the bomb bags have been found, and I'm pretty happy about with that. And this is where I'm going to go and end off with the episode for today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one for when we go and continue on with some more of Ocarina of Time. And of course, peace.